Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football, and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Makes the grab. It's Hawk. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right.
right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the 1st quarter, but they'll try it again. He's got him and they convert. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Hokies are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. A lot of urgency for this offense. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement here from the tight end. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Yoder. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Finds his man.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to man it in, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. He got it. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some...
Oh, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
Makes the grab. It's Hawk. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The snap sets up the throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The aerial assault continues. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Vols get the first down.
Just something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
He'll set up to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown ball! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteer! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a career game for this linebacker. You don't see a lot of linebackers get 2 picks in a game, but this guy's done it. He's done an outstanding job in zone coverage and in man, and he's showing his coaching staff he's got pretty good ball skills too.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight?
And it's his 4th interception of the night. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Gets it out fast. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 35, Virginia Tech 7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense.
Touchdown ball! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Running with power. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Nevada. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the stomping has commenced. They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now,
afterburners coming. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is snowed under. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 2nd down. Rides to the back. He's in open space downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Right back to the well. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool